Fitzy, how did it feel out there? You guys had, three scoring drives in the first half. How did it feel to get off to a good start, and how were you able to kind of build on that momentum for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I thought we had a really efficient first half, and we came into the locker room a little bit disappointed on that last drive with the 3-and-out, getting put in good field position, and can't get another score on the board. But it was good. I felt like we were efficient today. We had a good game plan. We followed it. Guys made plays, and the second half, running the clock out a little bit and that stuff. But I thought our guys up front especially came to play today.
Travis?
Hey, Fitz, you mentioned the game plan there a little bit, and you guys ran some stuff that looked new to the untrained eye, some full house backfield, some pistol, that end around to Jakeem Grant. Just want to get your take on the ability to get that game plan sorted out in such a short week and how the coaching staff did with that.
Yeah, it was obviously a very short week, so to have a few new wrinkles, I think it speaks to the creativity of our coaching staff, and also just speaks to the guys that we have in there being able to do things like that, and for us to be able to trust that they're going to be able to get in there and figure things out. So, Jakeem made a couple nice plays today. Devontae, we really just spread it around in the first half, and it was nice to see everybody involved in the creativity and that kind of stuff on a short week with Chan.
Ruthie?
Fitz, that was kind of my question. I was just going to ask about that first drive. You threw 4 passes to 4 different guys, just kind of to be able to get so many people involved right away, just kind of set the tone for the game a little bit.
Yeah, I think it did, and it helps when everybody gets involved, not just focusing on 1 or 2 guys. And we know that we've got a lot of talent on offense, and so we want to be able to spread that ball around a little bit and get different guys involved. And as we go here, we're figuring out strengths and weaknesses and really how to take advantage of some of those strengths with our guys. So we'll continue to do that, and I think you'll continue to see the ball getting spread around as the year goes on.
Joe?
Fitz, what does it mean to you to play so well, to demonstrate what looks to us to be joy and passion on the field at this stage of your career, especially in front of a national television audience?
It's why I still play. I enjoy playing. Especially when you're having success, when you're driving the ball down the field, scoring touchdowns. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world sometimes, getting to go outside and play football with my friends. And I think you could see it. Mike's in the room right now, but every time Mike scores a touchdown or makes a catch, the look on his face is like he's never caught a ball before, and it's fun for us to go out there and run around a little bit.
Adam?
You threw for 2 touchdowns, you ran for a touchdown, you caught a pass, and you delivered one of the most vicious blocks I've ever seen. What didn't you do tonight, Fitz? No, seriously, the idea of having a complete game, including putting your body on the line.
What you can add to that, which rarely, if you look at a lot of footage of me, you will rarely see me slide. And today I also slid. So you can throw that one in there. That may not happen again all year. So there were a lot of different things. That was my 3rd career reception. I was glad I actually got positive yards on that one. But, I think running and, trying to throw a block here or there and getting hit, that stuff helps me get into the game a little bit.
Josh?
Yeah, Ryan, we saw you on the field and also on TV after the game. A little laugh there with Gardner Minshew. Did you? Can you share what you talked about? Were there any hair jokes at all?
Yeah, we said good game to each other, and I told him I appreciate the stash. I like the look. I think he rocks it. I think he owns it, and that's kind of his trademark deal. It's not necessarily the look for me, but I think it's awesome.
We'll take one more. Omar?
I know everybody wants to talk football, but I actually want to talk about this shirt you got on here. Is this usually in the style for Ryan Fitzpatrick, or is this a new look you're trying out?
It is. I'm now being in Florida for going on 4 years and being the elder statesman on the team, I've adopted more of the senior citizen look in terms of some of the touristy shirts and, my waistband is sitting a little higher than it used to. But I do like the color. I like the flare, and I would say that the chest hair is probably 50-50 on whether people like it or not, and have very strong feelings about it. But the right people in my life like the chest hair, so it's okay to have it out.
But Mike, you caught one catch, caught a touchdown. Nice day at the office for you. What was that like?
It was great. It was fun, man. It was fun to come out here on Thursday night, short week, and for us to come out and execute on offense. And then, like you said, just making them the most of my opportunity, making that play in the end zone, and then, having a little fun with my teammates. So it was a fun night, and, ultimately just happy to get that first win.
Josh?
Hey, Mike, as a teammate, what kind of message does it send when you see Fitz out there, leaving it all out on the field and, scrambling all over the place, sliding head first, everything all like, what does that mean to see?
Yeah, I mean, Fitz is out of his mind. He's 38 years old and still, playing this game like he's 23. But, to have him as, our leader and, you just see the fun that he has. And, after I scored my touchdown, we just came off to the sideline, just started yelling and screaming and chest bumping. I mean, it's so fun to play with him. Whether it's those plays like you're talking about where, he refuses to slide and all that kind of stuff. Or it's the fun that he has or the experience that he shows to the guys around him. Whatever it is, it's always great, playing with him.
Ruthie?
Mike, just to kind of see it all kind of come together tonight, complimentary football, all three. How huge is that for you guys when you come off the field, come back on the field, just kind of do your part?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we've been, practicing, really hard, and we've had some good spurts in games throughout the first 2 weeks. And tonight I feel like, we put it together. So, that's encouraging moving forward. And now we got a little bit of time to, kind of let your bodies heal up before, getting back at it in week 4. So I think it's going to, be something for us to build off of, heading into next week.
Hal?
Mike, I wanted to ask you about that touchdown celebration. It looked like you handed off the ball for Solomon to spike it, if I'm not mistaken. And also, a second ago, you said Fitz was 38. You're making him older than he is. He's actually 37.
Well, he looks 48. So, we'll leave it at that about his age. But, the celebration, it took a little bit of time. I did hand the ball to Solomon to spike it. That was not planned. The planned part was with Durham. Unfortunately, he was off on the sideline and then had to run on the field. He was dealing me some cards like we were playing blackjack, So that was that took a little more time. Maybe you weren't able to see that one. So, hopefully, we'll get another shot here moving forward.
Travis?
Hey, Mike, I noticed you guys go to that 13 personnel package down around the goal line a lot. Is that something you guys in the tight end room kind of take pride in, since it kind of speaks to your both ability to block but also get open as pass catchers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, when you play the tight end position and, you got guys in the room that are pretty versatile and, you got guys with different skill sets, the defense has to be able to, match that. So, especially when we get down there, we can do, a lot of different stuff. Unfortunately, it hasn't, I was able to, draw a flag tonight in the end zone. So that was, productive, but hopefully, moving forward, we can, make some more plays out of that personnel. So this way we can keep, adding to it.
Final question, Safid?
Mike, most importantly, I guess after this game, you guys did not fall to 0-3. How important was it for you guys to get this first win and, kind of go into the Seattle game with some kind of momentum that's positive?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming in, I think that, the first and foremost, the ultimate goal is to come out of here with a win. We were able to do so. Now we got a little bit of time. So it was a short week, so now we got a longer weekend. So it'll be good. Come in tomorrow, watch the film, get better. Correct the things that didn't go our way tonight, and then be ready to get rolling next week moving forward to Seattle.
Hey Jesse, what is Fitz's presence in the huddle and on the field do for this offense?
Yeah, I think Fitz carries himself. It's cool, calm, collected, and that kind of rubs off on us. And, no one's freaking out. No one's, hey, we're down, like 3rd and long. It's not a big issue. So I think, how he conducts the huddle, how he conducts his offense, really reflects on, how we can perform. I think it's like we did a good job tonight with it.
Steve?
Were the things that went into getting the running game going from the outset there?
What was your question? Sorry, I couldn't.
What were the things, Jesse, that went into getting the running game going from the outset there, getting off to a good start that way?
Yeah, I think we had a good plan. We knew kind of what they were going to be lining up in, and then their answer to it that was, movement on the line, trying to get our gaps. But I think Myles Gaskin did a really good job with running hard and finding the lanes and putting his shoulder down for those extra yardage. And Fitz got a couple in there too.
We'll take one more, Adam.
I wanted to actually ask you about the effort of your defense today. Did you see anything in practice this week that kind of that pass rush might be getting ramped up this weekend?
I think the more time that they're spending together, clicking, trying to figure themselves out as well. I think our D line's one to be reckoned with. They've given us our problems too in camp and practices, but this week I think we all kind of just knew we had something going, and then we stuck to our game plan, and they had a really good game plan with them. And, I think it was an all around good effort, good team win.
Hey, Kamu, after, the first 2 weeks and us always consistently asking about the pass rush, how would you say that you guys did tonight? I mean, 10 quarterback hits on Minshew was that's a pretty big number.
Yeah, I think, there's a huge emphasis for us these last 2 weeks, especially after the losses. So getting that under our belt is awesome. And, we had a good short week of practice, but, it paid off. And, it's just exciting to see that.
Obviously, on defense, you guys played a lot better this week than weeks past. Was it a point of frustration, irritation, some of the criticism you guys got outside the building? And how rewarding is it to put together 4 quarters today?
We're a proud defense, proud team, and anything that affects us is going to come internally. So, we had to just look ourselves in the mirror really and just kind of find out what defense we want to be, and I think you saw that tonight. So, I'm excited for the guys, excited for all of us, and we got to continue that.
Joe.
Hey, Kamu, sorry, I had to unmute. Coach Flo told us that the fourth down blitz was a good call by Josh Boyer. What went into that play call and what went into executing the play, and how important was it to you and the team?
We just practiced that play a bunch. That's in training camp. That was a good play for us against our offense and stuff. So in a fourth down situation like that, great call. And I love to be on the good side of that one. So.
Hey, Myles, tell me about the first drive. I believe that they gave the ball to you 8 times on that drive. What was going through your mind as you kept getting the ball time and time again?
I don't think anything was really going through my mind. Just trying to make the best plays I could possibly make with the opportunities I was given. The O-line was making holes for me. It was making it real easy for me. Those guys did their job. They did a really great job today.
Safid?
Hey, Myles. Just getting together and scoring three touchdowns on your first 3 drives. How important was that for you guys and your confidence?
Very important. I think we've always had that confidence. We just kind of had to string it together, piece it together. Coach Flo always says string good plays together, good days together, and I think we were finally able to do that. So I was very excited, excited but not surprised because I know we can do that.
Alex?
How you doing, Myles? You got a lot of volume in tonight's game. Was that the game plan, or have you separated yourself from Howard and Breda?
His name Breda. I guess that was just how it went today. Like always, I think it's by committee. We go in every week, just prepare for it as much as we can as a unit, and that's what we did this week. So.
Safid?
Myles, how important is it for you guys to be 1-2 instead of 0-3?
Very important. we played two games that were very close to two really good teams, and it was very, motivating the fact that we lost, but we were right there in them. And coming into this game, I think we carried that very heavily on our shoulders and wanted to come out firing on offense, defense, special teams, and we did. They're a very good team as well. But I think just kind of the agony or whatever you want to call it of losing those past two games, it just kind of came out this week. So,
Travis?
Hey, Myles, it seemed like a lot of your big runs came on some of those bend backs where you came back across the formation. Can you just talk about how much easier of a job it makes it for you to have those bend back runs with this offensive line getting done like they did tonight?
They make it easy for me because they get on their dudes and they stick on them and they show me leverage. It's always about leverage as a running back, trying to see where they are, where their body position is. And when they can do that and kind of just stay on their man, it's easy for me to make those decisions. And we practice that every week. We talk, like Jesse will say, hey, it's going to be right here, this and that. I messed up on a run actually today on that third down where I fell short. Jesse had his man turned out and I jumped around his block and I made a huge mistake. But he did his job. He always does his job. And just those guys make it easy for me up front.
Joe?
Myles, is there a particular teammate, particular coach who you'd like to kind of signal out, call out, give them some credit for helping you improve in your career here?
Coach E, running back coach for sure. Last year, just kind of working with me. I didn't play at all really until like last game when I got hurt, and just kind of coaching me through just trying to get better each and every day. And then during the summer or the off season, I guess, he always kind of talked to me, just, hey, this is what we need you to do. This is what we like for you to do. This is how you can get better. And I say everybody in that running back room as a player, Jordan being the older guy, kind of just say, this is what it's going to look like, or this is how you should go about this in a run game, and even off the field, just taking care of your body. Same with Matt, those two guys being older. And then Pat, me and Pat came in together. We trained together for the combine. So that's been my boy since day one. And just the whole room, Savon included. I know he's on the practice squad, but that's just my dog from UW. So I think that whole group of guys have been nothing but a blessing for myself. And I think we've been a blessing to each and every one of our situations.
Safid?
Myles, what does a quarterback like Ryan Fitzpatrick do for you guys, especially as young players, in leading this offense? How does his energy really kind of get you guys to kind of gravitate towards him?
For myself, I can only speak for myself. Just being nerves or whatever you want to call it, just coming into a game, a Thursday night game like this, he's always just kind of laughing and joking, trying to make sure everybody is just honed in and just not too amped up, not too low. Just, hey, this is the game we played since we were little kids. Like, at the end of the day, this is the game we play, and this is what we're here for. We're here to ball out, do our jobs to the best to our capabilities. And just having him around always kind of keeps that in my mind, in the front of my mind. Like, hey, this is not too big for me. I'm here for a reason in that sense. So, yeah, I think he's been a great guy on the field, obviously, and then off the field in the locker room, in the lunchroom. I love sitting next to him, just listening to him talk, just whatever he has to say, make you laugh. He's a smart dude, so you might learn something too.
We'll take one more, Barry.
Myles, the point has been made by one of your coaches that you're physically stronger this year. Did you hit the weight room a lot? Did you put on weight? If so, how much?
Who said I was physically strong?
Just in terms of, it was a comment that was made by Coach E, just you're stronger back. Is there anything you've done with your body this offseason at all which made you even more physically imposing?
I think obviously just working out with the offseason. Before, you always had like school and stuff coming out of college, but kind of like being able to make my body my assignment in the sense of just taking care of it to the best of my abilities. And I think it's just mindset, absolutely. Just not playing at all last year made me more hungry for this year, and being able to get on the field and trying not to look back after that. Last year was definitely learning experience, definitely humbling experience. Make you hungry, not playing the game that you love.